Why'd they turn off the Travis Town music? It was so good. I was vibing, bro. What? Why would you do that? It was so good. Oh, don't do this. No. Don't do this to me. It's too early for this. Alright, what is going on, y'all? My name is Moosewayne1. Welcome back to another Kingdom Hearts video. So earlier today, Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory had its presentation at the 2020 Tokyo Game Show, and honestly, it was really good. We got some new information about the gameplay that I'll go through in this video and get my thoughts out on, and also some new information about releases as well. But before we get into that, if you want to see more Kingdom Hearts news and discussion videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on. So the presentation today was actually really good. Even though we didn't get a ton of new information, we still got a pretty substantial amount. They basically went through the gameplay and showed off the different modes and gave us a look into what the game looks like in real time, and honestly it looks really fun. They showed off the normal and proud modes in the presentation today, and regardless of what mode you're playing in, it looks like it'll be a fun time regardless. I was already gonna buy the game, but it was just nice to get a look into what was actually happening. They also showed off a couple of other worlds that we haven't seen before in the trailers. And they're Disney worlds, not Kingdom Hearts exclusive worlds, but personally I think they'll be alright. And the new worlds are Monstro and Neverland. Personally, I'm not too excited about Monstro because the music in that world was fine, but I'm just personally not too big of a fan of the world. But since we've seen Dream Drop Distance music in the game with Riku and the Dream Eaters in their version of Neverland, I wonder if it's going to be Kingdom Hearts 1 Monstro or if it's going to be the Monstro we play in Dream Drop Distance as Riku. Either way, I'm sure it's going to be fine. But I am excited about Neverland because that sort of calming, whimsical music that shows up in it like Neverland Sky is actually really good and fits the world well. Also, the world music and battle music in that world is really good as well. It's very nostalgic and it was played a little bit in the presentation as well, kind of teasing it, so I'm sure that that song will be in there as well. And honestly, I'm glad more Kingdom Hearts 1 songs are appearing because it feels like some of them don't get as much love as they should. Because I still think Kingdom Hearts 1's soundtrack is pretty solid, but for the most part, you don't really hear much about it aside from Dearly Beloved and the tracks that a lot of people already know, like Simple and Clean. I don't know, I just like the fact that Kingdom Hearts 1 is getting some love again. And also, with these new worlds being revealed, it kind of makes me wonder if they're saving their harder hitting songs for the actual release. Because aside from the track list that we received showing off some Disney songs and maybe some other songs like the Roxas theme and Simple and Clean, we really don't know too much else about the other songs. And since we know there's going to be over 140, it's nice that they're giving us enough to be excited, but not too much to spoil everything. Like, I personally hope that some of the Data Fight music makes it in there because they quickly became some of my favorite tracks in the series, specifically Data Shion. Or maybe it's because I just like Shion's theme and I'm biased, so who knows. Either way, they didn't reveal too much about these songs or the worlds in Melody of Memory in this presentation, they just gave us 2 new worlds, and frankly I'm excited because that'll likely be one of the last bits of information we receive before the release. However, as far as the gameplay goes, we gotta look into the normal and proud mode difficulties as well as the co-op mode that is only available for the Nintendo Switch. And side note, honestly, the fact that 8-player local play is only available for the Switch makes me kind of upset because having that be Switch exclusive means that while you're paying $60 for whatever version you get, be it PS4, Xbox, or Switch, those who don't get it on Switch are getting an objectively incomplete version of the game. Kind of like how Spider-Man is a PlayStation only character in the new Avengers game. But anyway, Melody of Memory's gameplay looks really fun if we're being honest. I had my doubts in the beginning, and even with the trailers, I was still kind of 60-40, 70-30, but with seeing the new co-op mode and even single player, it looks like it'll be a good time, and I have no doubt that it'll be a really fun game to play. Even while it's not a mainline Kingdom Hearts game, I feel like it'll hold up well and be a good game to come to after you just feel a little worn out from the fighting and want to just sit back and enjoy some Kingdom Hearts without the fighting. Or, well, mostly without the fighting. Honestly, if you enjoy rhythm games, I'm sure you'll love this game, but if you don't enjoy rhythm games, I still feel like it'll be a fun experience just to sort of sit back and enjoy the story and look back on the music of Kingdom Hearts as well. But part of me wishes we could have seen how the tricks work in the co-op mode as well, since we do know that will be a thing. But it still looked really fun, and because of that, I'm still undecided on whether or not I want to get the Switch version or the PS4 version. Honestly, I'll likely still get the PS4 version just because of the theme, because it looks really good. And also, not Melody of Memory related, but still presentation related, the presentation revealed to us that there will be a new Union Cross update coming soon as well, and showed us a few screenshots from that. And honestly, it's looking pretty juicy because it looks like Lauriam is actually about to go on a rampage. This could be what happens after he finds out what happened with Ventus and Strelitzia and he goes to confront him, but the Union leaders stop him before he can reach Ventus. And huge shout out to Audrey for translating this in real time over on Twitter because there were no English subtitles throughout the presentation, as I commented on several times. Because the thing is, I knew I should have taken those Duolingo courses like 2 years ago, because then we wouldn't have this issue. And I had no idea what was going on, so I will link her Twitter down below as well. But series director Tetsuya Nomura stated when this image came up that Union Cross isn't about to end just yet, but it is getting close to the climax. And we definitely figured that out as we see Laurium going on a rampage through Data Day Breakdown. They didn't give a specific release date, but I'm positive it'll be here soon. But as far as Laurium, I wonder if finding out what happened to his sister will be what pushed him to the darkness. Because he seemed pretty upset, going as far as beating up Ephemer who slumped over there in the corner and grabbing Brain by the shirt. Honestly, the entire update looks like it'll be pretty intense and pretty heavy as far as story content goes. I wonder if this will be what leads to him becoming the graceful assassin of the organization, because we still have yet to see how that happens, so maybe this will give us some context. Either way, I'm excited to see what the next update holds. We also got news of a Kingdom Hearts 3 soundtrack list as well, which is cool because while we knew this was happening a while ago, we finally have names for some of the songs we heard during the game, more specifically the Remind scenario. For example, the song that plays when we fight in Skalad Kylum is revealed to be called The Edge of Existence. And now, finally, the song that plays when we fight Yozora is actually called Nachtflügel, and I'm sorry if I butchered that German, but it translates to Night Wings or Wings of the Night. Wait a minute, hold up. Yozora's song is called Nachtflügel. Nacht. And lastly, we got news of a playable demo for Melody of Memory that is slated to release sometime in the middle of October. Which is honestly great because it gives those who are sort of wary about whether or not they want to buy the game or whether it'll be worth the price a chance to experience it for themselves. Which is honestly great as well because there's been a lot of discord in the community on whether or not it's actually worth $60, but I like that they're giving people a chance to assess it for themselves without making sort of commitment. Also good because it is the first time we've had a Kingdom Hearts demo since of course the Dream Drop Distance demo for the 3DS. Part of me wonders if this will be a regular thing because it would be nice to sort of gauge the interest for the game and just try it out. Kind of like Final Fantasy VII Remake's demo where you got to try out the first chapter or just fight that first chapter's boss. It'd be cool to have that phenomenon in the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Maybe we'd get to play through the prologue or play through the first world or something like that. But Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory's demo is coming out sometime in mid-October and part of me expects some more information on Melody of Memory before its release. Maybe not a trailer, but maybe something else like a collector's edition or some kind of special edition or something like that, since that has yet to be announced. But that is all for today for Kingdom Hearts news. Are you guys excited for Melody of Memory? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Make sure you leave a like if you like the video, it really helps me out a lot. Share the video to help the channel grow, and make sure you subscribe to the channel to support your boy and turn on notifications so you'll never miss another video. My name is Moosewayne1, and remember to stay strong, remain humble, and keep moving forward. I'm gonna go back to sleep.